Through this lesson, we are going to learn about the recent philosophical approaches. Alright? So, in modern educational context, various philosophical approaches plays a vital role in shaping pedagogical practices and guiding educational outcomes. So, recent philosophical orientations such as realism, logical positivism, existentialism, phenomenology, humanism, and the critical theory offer a diverse perspective on knowledge and learning and the social implications of education. This approach provides a valuable framework for educators to design curriculum, engage students in teaching learning process, and foster their critical thinking skills. So, in the realism, we are focusing about the fundamental reality of the existence of the world around us. We are seeking such fundamental questions to be answered, right? So, in that way, in the realism is proposed by the Aristotle. So, in realism, we are going to talk about the reasoning with the logic and the innate ideas to generate knowledge in the based upon the reality. As a whole, realism in philosophy emphasizes the objective of existence of the external world independent of human perception. So, in education, a realist approach emphasizes the importance of acquiring knowledge about the external world through observation, experience, and rational analysis. Realism advocates for a curriculum that provides students with a solid foundation in fundamental subjects like mathematics, science, history, preparing for them for engagement with the objective realities of the world. In the logical positivism, on the other hand, dealing with the reasoning with the logical and also the gaining knowledge through empirical evidence, right? So the logical positivism focuses on the verification of knowledge through empirical evidence and logical reasoning. In education, a logical positivist approach encourages students to think critically, examine the claims and theories through empirical research and logical analysis. This philosophy fosters scientific mindset, promoting the use of data-driven method and critical thinking skills in the learning process. Existentialism, we are uh, focusing about the human existence in the terms of personal choices, freedom, like that way. So, and it's tied to getting a meaning for the life. So, existentialism as a theory proposed by the Soren Kierkegaard. So, existentialism centers on individual freedom, choice, and the search for the meaning in an open, chaotic world. In education, an existentialist approach encourages students to explore their personal values, beliefs, and existential concerns. It emphasizes self-reflection, authenticity, and taking responsibility for own choices, which can empower students to find purpose in their learning. So, taking responsibility for own choices is like a kind of a autonomy. So, in those ways, empowering students to find purpose in their learning journey and deeply engage with their education. Phenomenology deals with the human's perception and also with the uh, personal perspective, right? So, phenomenology as a whole focuses on the subjective experience of consciousness and the way individuals perceive and interpret the world. In education, phenomenological approach emphasizes the understanding of students' unique perspectives. Students are different from their learning styles and to which extent they have got the experiences and the perceptions. So, phenomenology tries to apply and address the unique perspectives of the students by creating an inclusive educational system, like uh, just like where they can open up the environment to diversity of students who are having experiences, different perspectives, and different learning styles. So, in the humanism, emphasize the inherent dignity, potential, and the value of each individual. In education, humanistic approach prioritizes the holistic development of students uh, and nurturing their intellectual, emotional, social well-being. So, nurturing intellectual, emotional, and social well-being is like a holistic development of a student. So, humanistic education focuses on cultivating empathy, creativity, critical thinking, and interpersonal skills, fostering a supportive, inclusive learning community where students can thrive and reach their full potential. Critical theory will promote the justice. Right? Critical theory examines the challenges, power structures, social norms, and the systematic inequalities to promote social justice and emancipation. So, as an overview, critical theory addresses the justice. Okay, is strive for justice. In education, a critical theory approach encourages students to analyze and critique prevailing social hierarchies, injustices, and biases. So, by fostering critical consciousness, empathy, and commitment to social change, educators can empower students to be active agents of positive transformation of their community, society at large. So, critical theory will addresses injustices and also the biases and social hierarchies.